Good. Thank you, Jeff, and thank you, Terry. I really appreciate those kind words. I will, though. Terry pointed out the fact 40 years with the UPS when I became CEO, and I do talk to our millennial employees about that. I refer to it as my 40-year fast track, and they don't quite get that. But you have to understand, I am from Mississippi, and we do things a little slower there, but we eventually get there, And but really just honored and humbled to be a part of this. And I can tell you, when I looked at previous winners, I'm thinking, I don't know if I belong in the same league with these people, because a lot of icons that I have really looked up to. And then I looked at the 2018 winners, and I felt a little more uneasy. And then I look at my fellow 2019 winners, and by this time I'm really getting a little nervous here. But really, I'm just honored to be a part of this great organization and this night. I do have to recognize, and Jeff did a great job, the only thing Jeff left out about Sherry is that she is the CEO of our family. There is no doubt about that. Sherry, could you stand up? The one thing she does not do is she does not believe in running our household as a democracy. So we don't get to vote on things in our family, and that is okay, But really, the other people I really want to recognize, and we just didn't have a venue here in New York that was big enough. But I'm really accepting this award on those 480,000 UPSers. Without them, believe me, I would not be here tonight. So we do have the 3 tables that over here. Let's please lead me in giving them another round of applause. And I probably should explain, we do not call our employees, we call them UPSers. So if you hear me use that term, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Would like to talk a little bit about the principles of the Deming Cup, and very, very similar to what I have grown up and to what I have seen at UPS. In fact, you can't think of the Deming Cup without thinking of operational excellence, and I can't think of UPS without thinking in that same direction. I'm particularly fond of the one that encourages businesses to improve constantly and forever. And that principle has guided our business since a 19-year-old kid named Jim Casey started our company in 1907. It was a messenger company, and for 112 years, we have changed this company as the circumstances have dictated. We now deliver more than 20 million packages a day, and during the last couple of weeks in December, that number grows to 35 million packages a day. First, I'd like to thank everyone in this room for shipping all these holiday packages. So I really appreciate it. But this year, if you would just consider possibly shipping them before December the 22nd. In this world we live in today, people think they can wait till the last minute, and I guess they can. But we're fortunate, we get to work with companies of all sizes, a lot of mom and pop stores, but we also work with some of the major companies that are in this room. And so one of the things that I wanted to stress is UPS has made its history on incremental improvements. When you're delivering that many packages, if you can save so much every delivery, then it has really proven to be very successful. That world, while it's still important, is not good enough anymore. We live in an exponential world. That's why we had to embrace transformation. And when we embraced it full speed ahead. And for that, you need to be able to make big bets. And I am borrowing a little bit from my friend Jenny Rometty, who is going to have a conference that I'm attending tomorrow that's called Big Bets. So I borrowed from her. But you do, and you have to take those big steps. And we have certainly done so. One of the things that Jim brought to our company was constructive dissatisfaction. And it was always, while recognizing accomplishments, never being completely happy, and always push to continue to make things better. And that is something that has carried our company. In this day and time, though, we had to adjust that a little bit, because what constructive dissatisfaction can do is cause you to improve things that maybe you shouldn't be doing anymore either. So you have to think about that. So we have moved now to what we're calling continuous transformation. And continuous transformation, there's no beginning, there's no end. It's the new normal. It's the world we live in. When I first started talking about that, it did not go over extremely well with some people in our company. They wanted to know, what are the rules, where's the end, and let's get to the end, and then let's move on. So maybe they didn't want to hear that it's continuous transformation, but we all needed to hear it and needed to embrace it. And I think we've been very successful at that. So we're applying transformative technologies. And the drone example is one of those technologies. And I will apologize to one of the people that's in this room, Scott Price. Scott is our Chief Transformation and Strategy Officer. And he probably only heard from me 100 times, we've got to be first with this drone technology. We've got to get the first license. Once we get that first license, we have to be the first to scale, and scale it in a big way. I would even draw a grid for him, like he needed this, right? And I would show the top right, first to get the certification, first to implement. Because I knew a lot of people would think that other companies would be the first. We were going to prove that as an incumbent company in this industry, that we could do that, and we have done that. So Scott, I do apologize for saying it over and over again. A couple of things that I would like to talk about is connected to this is our strategic vision, and it's customer first, and it's people led, and it's innovation driven. And that is really what has formed the basis for our transformation. And I would like to talk about a couple of Deming qualities that I think applies to us. One is the eliminating of fear. And if you have people that are cautious, if you have people that think if things can go wrong, that they could be the scapegoat, then people will just be safe, but then you'll be in status quo, which there's no more dangerous place to be right now, right? If you're not changing, you're not going to be around for very long, is the belief that I have, and our company. And so we absolutely have to encourage risk takers. And in order to do that, we have to get people to understand it's okay to take those chances. And if it doesn't work, then we will move along quickly and we'll move to the next thing. In order to do that, though, you have to have a very diverse and inclusive workforce team that feels like they can contribute and they can make a difference. And we're such a better company when we utilize all those experiences. And diversity and inclusion is really a core value at UPS, just like quality and honesty, integrity and safety. And diversity and inclusion is certainly a big part of that. One last aspect of our business that adheres to a different Deming principle is one that discourages awarding business on price alone. And while price is very important, there's no doubt about that, it's really the value that each of our companies bring that can make a real difference. The value to our customers, but the value to our shareholders, to our employees, and to the communities in which we live. And with as many employees as we have, the world is our neighborhoods, right? And we believe that. In fact, the first pledge that I made as a brand new CEO was that UPSers would contribute 20 million volunteer hours by the year 2020. And we are well on the way to making that goal, and it's just a tribute to the amazing team that we have that are with us. And we focus on areas that meant something to our people. Road safety. We have 125,000 drivers. There's not too much that's more important to us than road safety. Sustainability. We have almost 600 aircraft. We have over 125,000 trucks. So of course we have to be focused in sustainability. And by next year we will have planted 15 million trees over that same time frame. And then humanitarian logistics. This is an area where a lot of people can provide money for crisis situations, humanitarian situations. We have the logistical expertise to make a difference. So we combine those two areas. And I'm as proud of those deliveries as I am any other deliveries that we make. So it's been my pleasure to be here tonight, my pleasure to be a part of this amazing group. And I'm just so proud that our company is being represented, a company that I believe Dr. Deming would have been very proud of. So on behalf of all those UPSers worldwide, I'm honored to accept this award and once again say thank you.